Welcome back, geologists. Alright, we are in the home stretch of igneous rocks. So, today we are going to talk about how are igneous rocks used. Now, these notes are kind of weird. The information that's in it is really important, but we're not going to take them quite like it is in the notes. I think it's going to be easier for you if you take them the way I take them rather than taking them in the notes, but you are welcome to take them your own way if you do choose to take them differently. So, we're going to start. I'm going to start reading, and we'll go from there. How are igneous rocks used? Many igneous rocks are dense, hard, dense, and durable. People throughout history have used igneous rock for tools and building materials. So I'm going to make sure I put that in there already, just so I kind of know that throughout history they've always been used for tools, building and tools. So, people throughout history have used igneous rocks for tools in building materials. So then, what I'm going to do next is the text is going to talk about how things like how granite has been used, because granite is really the big igneous rock here. So it's going to talk about how granite is used, and then other ones are used also. I'm going to read all of it, and then I'll show you how the best way probably to take the notes. So let's go ahead and start reading them. Granite has a long history of use as a building material. More than 3,500 years ago, the ancient Egyptians used granite to build statues. About 600 years ago, the Incans of Peru built fortresses out of great blocks of granite and other igneous rock. You can see part of one of their fortresses in Figure 2. In the United States, during the 1800s and early 1900s, granite was widely used to build bridges and public buildings. Today, thin, polished sheets of granite are used in curbstone and floor. Another igneous rock, basalt, can be used for cobblestones. It can also be crushed and used as a material in landscaping and in roads. Igneous rocks such as pumice and obsidian also have important uses. The rough surface of pumice forms when gas bubbles are trapped in fast-cooling lava, leaving spaces in the rock. The rough surface makes pumice a good abrasive for cleaning and polishing. Ancient Native Americans used obsidian to make sharp tools for cutting and scraping. Obsidian cools very quickly without forming crystals, so it has a smooth, shiny texture like glass. Perlite, formed by the rapid cooling of magma or lava, is often mixed with soil and used for starting vegetable seeds. So, that's a lot of information. So instead of going through and typing like 3,500 years ago, ancient Egyptians used it for this, 600 years ago it was used for this, I'm just going to write in uses of granite. And then I'm going to list them. So the Egyptians used granite to build statues. The Incas built fortresses out of granite. Americans in the 1800s, oh my goodness gracious, in the 1800s and 1900s used granite to build bridges and buildings. And then today, granite is used in floors and curbstones. And you can probably think of other places granite is used. For example, a lot of people have granite countertops. My grandma just got granite countertops. Those are very popular right now. So then, the next one we had talked about was uses for basalt. And it said that basalt is used in cobblestones, roads, and landscaping. Uses for pumice. And you guys have heard of pumice stones before, right? Sometimes, well, maybe not the guys as much, but a lot of girls sometimes when they go get pedicures, they'll use pumice on your feet to kind of get all that dead skin off the bottom of your feet. That they use a pumice stone, which is made of pumice. So pumice has an abrasive texture that is good for cleaning, and polishing. And then the last one I talked about was obsidian. Oh, no, there's two more, sorry. Uses for obsidian. Then we have Native Americans who made tools for cutting and scraping from obsidian. And then the last one is uses for perlite. And it is mixed in soil and used for starting vegetable seeds. So that's a lot of information of how igneous rocks are used. And there's a ton of other ways that they're used and a ton of other rocks that we haven't even touched on in here. But these are kind of the big ones and the most common uses for them. The next activity you're going to do is called Around the House. And you're going to have a little bit of a reading passage, and it's going to, you're going to fill in the table. You'll see it, but there's a table for you to fill in using the reading passage, and you're going to have to do a little research on the way igneous rocks are used. But it's kind of like the scavenger hunt that you did for the minerals, but this one I think is going to be a little bit easier for you. So on that note, guys, congratulations, you're done with igneous rocks notes, and I will see you again for sedimentary in the future. Good luck, guys.